Hello there, world of tankers, I'm Blitz, and in today's video, we're going to be playing in the Tier 6 German tank destroyer, the Jagdpanzer IV. Now, there's always times when I say this is the deadliest vehicle tier for tier, or something like that, but the Jagdpanzer IV, in my opinion, is the deadliest Tier 6 vehicle, hands down, and there's only one reason for that. It's not the armor, it's not the mobility, it's not anything else, it is simply the gun. It has over 3,200 damage per minute. When you think of high DPM, you go all the way up to Tier 10, and you're looking at vehicles like the Object 263, the Badger, the Object 268, the T-62A, not a Tier 6 tank destroyer that has more than literally 60% of Tier 10 tanks. So this, of course, is just an extremely deadly vehicle. Now, what else is going for it? Well, it's got a good camouflage rating, but that's really about it. Even the penetration on this tank isn't good. It's literally sacrificing everything just to have the damage per minute. Pretty much a Tier 6 version of the SU-122-54. So, of course, in today's video, we're going to be pulling out some gameplay in the tank, seeing how it works. If you like this type of video and you want to see more like it, make sure to smash that subscribe button down below. It really does help out the channel so much. We're almost at 30,000 subscribers, which is a tremendous number. So thank you guys that are already subscribed for the support. And of course, when I hit 30k, I'm going to be doing a big giveaway. But enough about that. Let's get straight into some gameplay. So what do we have here? This is actually a pretty good matchup. We're only up against a couple Tier 6 vehicles. We got the VK36, which I don't think I can pen at all from the front, SU-100Y, and the KV2. So this thing, as I said, only has 150 millimeters of standard pen, which is definitely a big letdown. I actually like the Nazorn more than this vehicle. A lot of people pronounce it Nashorn. I don't really know how to pronounce it. All I know is I watched a Quickie Baby video on it, but that vehicle has actually a really deadly gun because of the penetration it comes with as well. It doesn't really have armor, but it carries the Tiger gun with 200 millimeters of pen just at Tier 6 with almost the exact same statistics. So it's a really deadly Tier 6 TD. This tank sacrifices all of the, ooh, that was a nice little tap there, but this tank sacrifices all the penetration. You can see even there, that Krupp is a hard target to penetrate. It sacrifices all that, though, just so it's able to do this, which is literally rip apart a poor Tier 5 tank in a matter of seconds. So we're already sitting at 544 damage here. There's another nice tap into that T-34, and are we going to be able to get another in? Of course we are, because this thing literally has a 4-second reload. So literally in 8 seconds, we brought a full health Tier 5 down to literally a one-shot, and that's what makes this tank so deadly, is literally in 15 to 20 seconds, if you put on adrenaline, you've killed a full health Tier 6 heavy. Even a Tier 7 heavy sometimes just falls apart if you're hitting shots on them. This can be an extremely annoying tank to deal with, so let's see what we got. So, of course, that SU-100Y is one of my biggest threats. One shell from that tank can take away half my HP. We got the VK36 off to the side here. Let's see if we can start hitting him. Well, no clue where that shot went, but you know what? We got the KV2 off to the side here. There's one nice tap, and now we got the KV2 even once again. So let's get one more in, and now that we tracked him, we can fire our final shell. Or not. I thought we were going to be able to get that in, but even then, we're still sitting at a decent amount of damage already, 1,500, and I'm just going to rush in there. I've got so much DPM. This VK36 will literally turn into a bag of nothing. Alright, that was a terrible reference there, but you know what? Here we go. Let's just get at the DPM. Let's start pouring it out. We also got the 100Y. You think you can get away, you shall not pass. There we go. So just, you can see why this tank is deadly. 2,000 damage, already 23. And yeah, I kind of feel bad for this VK. Nobody can pen him from the, oh, I guess they can pen him. I was going to say nobody can pen him from the front, but looks like that Leopard proved me wrong when he shot him from the back. And all that's left is, of course, this SU-85. One nice tap on the front, and that was 2,947 damage. And that was easy. It literally looked like no effort, and that's because it literally was no effort. That is what the whole point of the Jagdpanzer is. You sit at the back of the map, and you get out just some of the most crazy, ludicrous battles you've ever played. So, of course, let's get into one more. Hopefully it goes well, but I will say I have had my fair share of defeats in this tank, because when you have a tank that has so much damage per minute, you try and push it aggressive. Of course, there, it was a very easy game because I got behind the enemy, but let's say I'm up against Tier 7s, and I want to get out DPM, kind of low on it at the beginning. There's nobody pulling out, bouncing my shells on some of the Tigers or other stuff like that. Well, the issue with this tank is that, as I said, it doesn't have a lot of armor and it doesn't have a lot of hit points. One HE shell from a smasher, I think even from the front, will kill me. And that's a bit of an issue. That means that literally, if an SU-152, a smasher, or any other super deadly Tier 6 tank destroyer, or even heavy tanks looking at me, it will demolish me right off the battle. So, yeah, it is tricky on what to do with the vehicle, but of course, in this matchup, again, it's not too bad, but even then, you know, it's only 6-7 good shots and I'm taken right out of the battle, so here we go, let's get straight into some gameplay. Now, if you don't have this vehicle and you haven't ever tried it out, I would definitely suggest to pick it up. It's a tier 6, it'll literally take you like, I don't know, an hour or two of grinding, and it is honestly 100% worth it. This is one of the most exciting vehicles you can play in the game. It's kind of like getting an E25 and then just making it better and a tier lower, so here we go, let's see what we're up against. So we got the Hellcat, which we can actually shoot with high explosive. Same for the AMX. Not sure about anybody else, but at least there's two top tier vehicles that we can spam with high explosive, pretty much making our DPM about 4,300. And there's the AMX already spotted. I'm going to go to my famous bush right here. I love to go to the spot just because if anybody ever tries crossing, you spot them right off the bat. So let's see. There we go. Speaking of people crossing, we got the Matilda right there. And one nice tap taking off already a literal quarter of that guy's hit points. So we got the... now that's a vehicle actually I did not realize they had, but as you can see there, one shell from that guy going right through the frontal armor. That's the issue with this tank, is you can't really trade. Like, it does have decent alpha, but there's no way in heck I'm trying to trade with that P43 anniversary. I didn't even know they had one. Good reading the lineup, Droodles, but here we go. Let's pull off to the side, maybe. This might be a little bit safer for us to get out some shells, just because that P40 can't get me. We got the Onko right off to the side here as well, so maybe we can get some shots into the Onko. Come on, you know you want to. There's one nice tap in, and this is, again, where the gun just becomes crazy. So we might even be able to pen an HE, which we can, and there you go. So a full health tank taken out in a matter of seconds. Now we're going to back up as quickly as possible. We got the Matilda also pulling out. I doubt this Matilda wants to trade with me, but you know what? There we go. So again, you can see the gun doing its crazy job of just ruining the enemy team's day in a matter of seconds. So, not sure if I want to play with some of the other tanks on their team, especially after I just got double slapped by the Stug and then the other tank, but it looks like we're probably going to die here. But you know what? We're going to try our best. Oh, we killed his engine again. We are... it was so close. We did a good job, but for some reason the enemy Hellcat decided to go capture the base. But as you can see, so far, we did a great job with the tank. It's just fun, and, you know, that's the nice thing about Tier 6, is a lot of people play this game only for competitiveness, but, of course, it's a game, and you want to have fun, so I love playing little Tier 6 vehicles like this. A lot of top players say I don't play Tier 6, it's not fun, but that's pretty fun. Like, you have to agree, shooting every 4 seconds, we just demolished a full health Pizionko in literal, like, 5-6 seconds there, just firing 3 shells, one after another into that guy. And if we had gotten into this Hellcat, we could have literally taken this guy apart in 2 or 3 lucky high rolls. So, yeah, I do love this tank. It's super fun to play. And, yeah, you can see it's just a blast overall. Now, I will say again that it's not necessarily the best. It is the deadliest tier for tier. In fact, I would say that out of every single vehicle in the game, apart from, like, the 122-54, that this is the deadliest tank to get caught out in the open in front of, because even if you're in a tier 7 tank, let's say you got 1500 hit points, it's going to take this vehicle 25 seconds to kill you, where if you were in tier 10, you know, if you're in a mouse with 3000 HP, it literally would even take a 62A of non-stop shooting, a minute of non-stop shooting, penning every shell to finish you off. So this tank, tier for tier, is so deadly because it can kill any vehicle, and as well, you don't need much penetration at lower tiers to kill people. As you saw there, I really didn't struggle to penetrate the enemy. So, yeah, the Jagdpanzer, a super fun vehicle to play. I'd also say, to be honest, that all the tier 6 German TDs are fun to play. This vehicle doesn't have as much DPM, but it's got great pen, as you can see. The dispersion is amazing. And not only that, the Dicker Max as well, a spectacular vehicle. It has really bad DPM, but at the same time, it carries a 310 damage gun with 15 degrees of gun depression. So, yeah, all the tanks are super fun. Let me know in the comments down below which one of the trio here is your favorite. I'm definitely going to go for the Nazorn. I just think it's cool looking, it's very fun to play, very hard at the same time, but very nice to play. Other than that, though, I hope you're all doing well out there. Stay happy, stay healthy, and I'll see you in the next one.